Struggling to reduce carbohydrate intake? Start with these 4 simple steps for quick results. If you feel like sugars and carbohydrates are controlling you and preventing you from managing the amount of food you eat, resulting in difficulty losing excess weight, today in this video, I want to give you 4 tools that will be much easier to implement and lead to quick weight loss results. Let me start by saying that I'm not suggesting for a moment that carbohydrates are the devil or that we must avoid them at all costs. However, unlike proteins and fats, carbohydrates and sugars can trigger neurotransmitters in our brains that cause pleasurable sensations, making it challenging for us to control the amount we eat. That's why I recommend reducing their consumption as much as possible. Furthermore, some of the tools I'll share with you in a moment are based on research I included in the video's description, while others are based on my experience with my clients during their weight loss journeys. Let's begin. Tool 1. Replace 1 serving of carbohydrates with cruciferous vegetables. When I say a serving of carbohydrates, I mean bread or anything made from flour, grains like rice, oats, etc., and starchy root vegetables like potatoes or beets. When I say cruciferous vegetables, I'm referring to broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus. These vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber, while being very low in carbohydrates. Tool 2. Limit the variety of carbohydrates you include in each meal. If you feel like you must have a serving of carbohydrates in a meal to feel satisfied, choose only one type of carbohydrate. Instead of having rice, potatoes, and a slice of cake as dessert, pick one of these options. Even if you consume a larger quantity of the chosen option, it's still better than having a variety of carbohydrates in a single meal. Many studies show that a wide variety of foods on the table leads us to eat more, even if we don't pay attention to it. I remind you that these studies are in the video's description. Tool 3. Opt for better bread. Ideally, I recommend avoiding bread as much as possible since it doesn't offer any special nutritional value that we can't get from natural food. However, if you must have bread, choose low-carb bread. Today, you can easily find bread with labels like paleo or keto that fit the bill. Be careful not to necessarily look for gluten-free bread, as gluten-free bread can often be much higher in carbohydrates than regular bread. Tool 4. Sweeten your drinks with a better sweetener. Again, it's best to eliminate sweetened drinks altogether, but if that's too big of a step for you at the moment, opt for sweeteners based on stevia or monk fruit, as they have a very low glycemic index. That's it for today, dear viewers. If you received any value, even the smallest bit, from this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Don't worry, it doesn't mean I'll bother you at your doorstep every time I release a new video. It just helps the YouTube algorithm understand that these videos are valuable to people. In conclusion, let me know in the comments which of the tools I mentioned in the video you're planning to implement.